Have you ever realized that it's incredibly easy to be nice to somebody when the sun is shining and you feel confident and beautiful and everything in your life has gone right that day? Yeah, it's pretty easy to be a nice person then. But what about the flip side? When it's raining and thundering and your life is coming down and somebody just broke up with you and you got an F on your math test? Why is it so much harder to be nice then? Well, my friends, it all comes down to our psychology as human beings. And I want to share with you some psychological hacks to help you be nice or nicer the next time you just feel like crap. So, let me tell you the first thing that you should do when you just feel like crap and bad things have happened to you, but you still want to be a happy person. Okay? The first is to name what is going on with you. Okay? So, what do I even mean by that? I mean that when you are having a crappy day and you just want to be a grouch and you almost want to just punch a hole in the wall, that you actually stop, you sit down, and you name and vocalize out loud what is happening. So I might sit down if this was a couple months ago and I would say, okay, I feel like crap. I do. I just feel nauseous. I feel sick. I have acne. You just throw it all out there. You might say something like, I got an F on my test. My boyfriend just broke up with me. My best friend isn't talking to me. My mom and dad got mad at me. It's my period, right? Whatever it is, just vocalize it. Now, that might seem silly, but what we are doing is we are giving space and actual magnitude to what we are feeling. Sometimes we keep it all bottled up inside and we try to shove it away and say, oh, no. I can't complain. I can't be somebody that lets these things get to them. And we're not honoring the struggle that's going on inside of us. And just to vocalize and say, I am sick right now, or I'm not feeling good today, or somebody looked at me funny in the hall and it set me off, right? Just vocalizing that gives it space to live and to look at it and be like, even though I can't blame everything on those problems, right? One of my pet peeves, side note, one of my pet peeves is when girls blame all their bad behavior on their period, right? And they're just like, oh, you ran somebody over. Oh, it's my period, right? But we can't blame those things, but we can at least give them a nod, right? It would be naive to pretend that failing a math exam or getting broken up with somebody or getting yelled at by a boss doesn't affect us. It does, okay? So give it space, literally vocalize it, and it will help you to just breathe a little bit through that crappiness, to breathe and realize that this isn't you and your personality. It's not a flaw with you. It's just something we've got to work through. Okay. So that's the very first thing that you are going to do. The second thing that you are going to do is you are going to make a plan. Okay. If you want to be nicer, my suggestion for you is to make a plan and to actually talk yourself through your goals and your ambitions of what you're trying to do. So that might look something like this. I will go with the breakup. I just got broken up with. I feel like crap. I feel like crying all the time. But I got to go to work, right? And my mom tells me to get over it and whatever. And you're so mad and you just want to be grouchy. Talk yourself through it and go, okay, what is my plan today? My plan is I got to go to school. And that's going to be fun. I'm going to see my ex. It's going to be sad. And if I need to, I'll go talk to my friend. And then I got to go to work. And work will be okay because I'll stay really busy and I won't think about things and I'll put music in my ears, right? And then I'll come home and maybe I'll eat dinner. I'll say one nice thing to my mom and I'll go to bed, And I know that sounds so simple and basic, but when we have a plan, we've talked through some possible scenarios, right? We talk through, we might run into our ex, or we talk through mom might be expecting me to hang out with a sibling or something, right? And we can actually expect those things. Doesn't mean it's going to make it easier, but at least we're not going to be surprised and we're not going to be caught off guard. So you have a greater chance of being nice and showing up the way that you would if you felt better. Okay, my third tip's a little weird, so hear me out. But that is to avoid unnecessary situations, okay? What I mean by this is, especially if you're sick and especially if you're going through something that will definitely pass, like a period or being sick. I'm trying to think of something else. I don't know, like failing a test might be a 1-2 day kind of thing that you're upset for. Honestly, I wouldn't schedule hanging out with friends on those days, okay? I wouldn't pick that day as the day you're going to take your siblings to lunch. Unless those things can pull you out and make you feel, unless you're excited about those things. But anything that feels like a social obligation to hang out with more people or see more people, I would avoid, right? Less chance for somebody to say something or for you to interact in a way that comes across as rude just because you aren't feeling good. So honestly, when I get to the point of I'm just having a bad day for whatever reason, I go take a tub. I go watch a show I'm excited about. I really limit my interactions with people because I want to conserve my energy, and I also want to conserve my niceness. I don't even care if you're the most amazing nice person in the whole world. We all can reach our limit, especially when we're at like a physical, mental like maximum because of the load that we're carrying. So I say avoid some people, okay? And then the last tip is to stay busy. Now, this doesn't necessarily apply if you were like physically sick, but I do apply it to any other situation where you feel crappy, especially like a breakup, a loss of friendship, like something that can linger, okay? And we feel crappy for a really long time. To stay busy, develop a new hobby, start painting, start doing a sport, get into a new TV series, like do something to keep your mind, your body, your spirit active and just engaged in something. That will help you not only boost your confidence and your self-esteem as you learn new skills and develop them, but stop thinking about it, right? Part of the problem of feeling so crappy and getting moody and then lashing out at people is our brain has been spinning on the negative and the sad and all the reasons that we don't deserve this, okay? I want to cut that time down because it takes a lot of work and maturity and life coaching, frankly, to manage some of those thoughts. And this is like a little hack. Instead of having to do all that work, just get busy so that instead of the 3 hours a day we have to think about this problem, I'm so busy doing so many things between my job and my work and helping people and doing school and homework and then this new hobby that my time to actually think about and be sad about that problem has been severely cut down. So that can be a little hack for you if you haven't had the experience or the coaching to help you manage your brain. So I hope that these tips help you out. I hope that you don't feel crappy, but if you clicked on this video, you might be where I was a couple months ago, where I just literally felt like the sun is never going to shine again because I feel so sick. So I hope these tips help you out. If you are a teen looking to learn how to manage your brain and your thoughts and how to get over these things like breakups and friendships and how to be more popular in high school, check out my monthly coaching program at abbywinslow.com. And I cannot wait to see you in my next video. Abbi J out.